After months of tearing this Jeep apart, it finally feels like I'm turning the corner. For the first time in a long time, this thing's starting to look like a Jeep again. I've got the frame sitting on all fours, the drivetrain's in place, and this kind of progress is a huge motivation boost. This is one of those stages of a build where progress suddenly starts becoming visible. Alright guys, it's Sunday and I made it back from Louisiana and I got out to the shop for a little bit and started working on the back axle. So we got a 14 bolt in the rear end of the CJ and I hit it with the wire wheel. I hate the wire wheel, but I think I pretty much have it cleaned up of the old paint, and there's what's left of the old paint. And of course it's on me. Look, these wires, and look at my hands. So I can't put a glove on this hand, and I've got little nicks. And that thing slings some wire, it hurts. So now I'm gonna go over this with some acetone, get it all cleaned up, and get it taped off where I don't want the paint, and get some primer and paint on it. And hopefully we can get this thing painted today, and it'll cure this week, and I'll come back next weekend and sling it under the chassis, put the wheels and tires on it, and I will have a roller, thank goodness. So I'm gonna get busy cleaning. All right guys, so we got the thing cleaned. I used the acetone and got this thing all degreased. It's taped up and it is ready for primer. Hopefully the primer sticks. So it looks like we're gonna get some paint on this axle today. I'm using this self-etching Rust-Oleum, and it seems to be doing pretty good. Well, while I'm waiting for paint to dry, I think I could get a little bit done. This is the cross member that goes under the transmission. I put that together several months ago. I guess we could get this thing in there. Okay, so huge milestone. We got the CJ axles up under the frame. We got the wheels and tires mounted, and so it is officially a roller. The next thing I need to do is, and this is a huge milestone as well, I got to get the engine slung in here with the transmission and transfer case. So that's, I think, going to be next. Before I do that, I'm gonna have to pull the front wheels and tires off, and I'm gonna set the front end down on the rotors to give me a little more room to lift the engine up above the frame and drop it in. So that's what I gotta do now, is get these wheels and tires off of here and get this thing dropped down on its rotors. So I gotta get to work. All right guys, so we are in the shop, and today I'm gonna try and get this engine and transmission in the frame rails of the CJ7. Before I do that, I've got to install the bushings in the motor mounts that are on the frame, and then I'll be able to hook up the cherry picker and sling the motor in, hopefully with no issues. So I'm going to put you in time warp, and you can watch as I get some of this work done. All right guys, so I got the bushings in, and now I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the engine and slide it in and see if we can get this thing fastened down to the frame rails. Bad luck. I can't put the motor in just yet. Let me show you why. I don't even know what I was thinking. I'll take the camera off the mount and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so those are the motor mounts, and as you can see, they're not painted. And those bolts are just some nasty old bolts that I used for mock-up. So I've got the bolts that are supposed to go in there. I've got to use those. But before I do that, I need to take these off, paint, and prime. That sucks. I totally forgot about it, and that's going to put me way behind in getting this thing knocked out. So I got the motor mounts painted. I used some high temperature paint and primer, the VHT stuff, to paint these in cast iron, and they are ready to go on. So I'm gonna get busy trying to get these attached with the ARP fasteners and sling this motor in the frame rails, and that'll be another huge milestone checked off the list. So. Okay, guess what the problem is this time? Man, I don't know. I need to make a checklist or something. But, so I forgot, I haven't put the torque converter in the transmission and the flex plate. When we left off, I was trying to get the motor slung back in the Jeep, but needed to attach the flex plate. I needed to attach the torque converter, and I didn't have the bolts to do it. The other thing is I didn't have the bolts, the proper bolts for the motor mounts, but I ended up finding those, so I'm good to go there. I use ARP. If I have to go buy bolts to assemble something like a motor, I'm using the ARP fasteners. I want to get the good stuff. So that's what I ended up doing. For the flex plate, I've got these, there are 6. And for the torque converter, I've got these, there are 3. So with that, I am going to try and get the flex plate put on and get the torque converter attached, marry the transmission to the engine, and then I think we could sling it in the frame rails, hopefully. All right, guys, I have got the A.R.P. Flex plate bolt kit, and the part number is 244-2901. Now, let me show you the bolt. It is a 12 point. And what I found was, this is 19 millimeter, but the 3/4 works as well. And I'm gonna run these down and just get them in. Let me turn this thing all the way down so we don't have too much torque. All right, I'm gonna torque them with my Tecton 3/8 torque wrench, 15, 37, and 74 pound-feet. I'm gonna put you on time lapse, and you can watch me get this flex plate attached. Okay guys, so I got the flex plate on. I got it torqued to 74-ish foot-pounds. I got blue Loctite installed. Now I've got to get the torque converter engaged in the transmission, and hopefully we will hear that clunking sound when the pump engages. So that's what I got to do next. All right, there it is. Awesome. Did y'all hear the clunk? 2 clunks. All right, guys, I got the transmission attached to the engine. Torque converter is installed. Flex plate is installed. Everything is Loctite torqued down. I've got also A.R.P. bolts that attach the transmission to the engine. The torque value, if you're curious, is 37 pounds. I did put blue Loctite on those bolts as well. And now I think the time has finally come to get this thing slung into frame rail. So I'm gonna get the other side buttoned up, and then I'm gonna call it a night, go in the house. We're having fajitas tonight, so Nathan and I are gonna cook some dinner, and tomorrow I will get the transfer case on this thing. Another milestone, back together. Pretty cool. All right, guys. Appreciate you watching. Stick around. I'll be right back like that. I can't really snap with this finger. I'll be right back like that. Okay, so we're back in the shop, and I have spent a couple hours just cleaning up the Atlas transfer case. Yesterday, I got the motor and the transmission mated together and put in the Jeep. And so I left off with needing to get the transfer case put in. So that's what I hope to accomplish. I just chased down all the threads with these little thread chasers. This thing's been sitting out here for a long time, and so it needed a little cleanup, but I think it's ready to go into the Jeep. I'm going to attach it to the transmission. I'm going to put you guys in time lapse, and we will see if we can get this thing off this bench without me straining my back too bad, and lift it up and slide it onto the back of the transmission. Okay, what is the best way to hang on to this thing? Okay, that wasn't too horrible. Okay guys, we got the transfer case installed. Oh man, I'm gonna have to take some Tylenol. My back is killing me. But I got all 6 of the studs into the transfer case with a little blue Loctite, and everything is cinched down with lock washers, new hardware. So I think right now I'm gonna get the wheels and tires back on the front, get it kind of level and see what it looks like. And from there, I think the next step is to get the steering put together, at least the drag link, tie rod, and the steering box. Man, what a difference from where this project started. Not long ago, this was just a bare frame covered in rust. Now, I've got a rolling chassis and the drivetrain is installed. Getting that rear axle cleaned up and finished was a big milestone too, and honestly, a huge shot of motivation. Next up, I'll be diving into the steering system. I'll be installing a M.O.R.E steering bracket, getting that PSC steering box mounted up, and adding the hydraulic assist ram, so it'll be ready to turn those tires on the trail. We're getting close, but still a long way to go.